course, in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Lake. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Temple Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. About to kick it off and get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Panthers offense will take the field first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He put up more than 250 yards, 4 touchdowns while running his team to a win in their last game. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run inside. It's Turner. Might have a chance into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Turner. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Owls offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big weapon. Happen at any moment. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Encroachment defense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Running inside, it's Smith. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Turner. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Clark. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Third down following the sack by the D. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Temple lining up to punt it away.
Offense facing fourth down.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Panthers. Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First play of the period, first down here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. A run inside. It's Smith. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away.
Number 7 on to kick it away.
Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Running inside, it's Turner. Inside the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he never had a chance. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. They'll run the screen. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Pitt looking to move the chains on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground with the counter. Runs through the tackle. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's out past the 35. Turns it on in midfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He goes right back to the air.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and then at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Turner. Picks up the 1st down. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught near the sideline. It's Yates. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with TCU taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
Coming out with it, it's Hardy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Temple head coach coming out of the locker room. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bermudez. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Got a man, it's Chase. Knocked off his feet.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Running inside, it's Turner. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mason. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll go to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Bermudez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The run inside. It's Turner. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Quarterback running on the draw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. QB got it himself. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught In the backfield, it's Smith. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Temple lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on 1st down. Complete on the left to Smith. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Smith with the grab over the middle.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Defense in press coverage. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking for the score. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
The give on the counter. Finding some room. Smashes ahead. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Turner. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Owls. Took it all the way back to the house.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Bermudez. And they exploited that soft spot. And they get it down to the 35. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. Nice move. Creates some space. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
By the receiver. He's out of bounds at the 37.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops